Welcome to Trading Lounge and the US indices. I want to start with Amazon here. We'll also have a look at Google as well. So with Amazon here, we can see that we've got wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for wave A. And the move up through here is in 3 waves. And also the move down through here is also in 3 waves here. Okay, so, and this is much the same as the S&P as well. So we have to look at this, all of this as corrective and more downside to come. So an A wave and a B wave and a C wave here for the B wave. So Amazon should come back up and test close to the 1800, but anywhere above the 1720, 1730, it's going to start being a little bit sluggish, because with all trends, there's a beginning, there's a middle and an end. And obviously we can see the beginning here and the middle would be about here. So the end has got to, is in the process now. So yes, corrective, impulsive. We could also get a triangle pattern in here too. That's also possible, and we'll look at that on the S&P, in that we have an A wave, a B wave, a C wave, and a D wave, and an E wave, and then down here as well. But the main point is that the takeaway from this is that we're looking at 3 waves up here or 5 waves up here for the C wave to finish, and then another move down. Because this is in 3 waves here, this is not the end of the move down. That's the takeaway. Alphabet, I've counted it a little bit differently here with Alphabet. Google, sorry, yeah, same thing, sort of. The move down through here as well is a little bit easier to see, isn't it? You can see that it's got those 3 waves here. So we've got an A wave here and a B wave here, and we've got a C wave moving up here in 5 waves. And you can see we've got wave 1 and 2 in here, and the 3rd wave is in the later stages of that 3rd wave, 2/3 way through that 3rd wave. So we'll have a 4th and a 5th wave to move up higher, and then that will move down lower here as well. So for the S&P 500, if I can just cut through to the 4-hour chart on that ABC correction. So in this instance, we can look at, we know we've got 3 waves moving up here. We know that we've got 3 waves moving down through here. So it's highly likely we're going to either be looking at an impulse wave of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here up into the 2800 area, maybe a tad higher, but certainly gravitating and being pulled into that sort of situation here, that price point here. The other point with this here too is that we could also have this here as, if I can just borrow this over here and have that here. So in a nutshell, we would have a triangle pattern through this space here. But in that case, you know, we wouldn't get 5 waves up here, would we? We'd only get 3 waves up. So an A and a B and a C wave up here for the top of the 3rd wave. Then we'd need to look at that as a triangle pattern. So if I just go to the hourly chart to get a bit more detail on this trend to the upside here. So from the bottom here of this B wave here, if I can just bring this across here. We can count this up as 1 and 2 in here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here. So with this 3rd wave here, this is where we've got to be a little bit careful. This could just finish. So from the 4th here, we can see that we've got 1 and 2, and we're up for 3 in here, and 4 will be in here somewhere, maybe a bit higher than 5. So this is what I call group 2 in here, 65, 72 and 80. So it's possible that if we have this move up here, it's as a triangle pattern, that 3rd wave can be part of that triangle pattern, where we would end up having wave C here, the blue wave C here. Whoops, that should just be on one side, and then into wave D after that. So wave D would pull back to 61.8%, so probably testing this level here, the 2700 here. But I think, you know, looking at the structure and get a feeling for it, it does feel like we've got an impulse wave here as wave C here, and then we'll look for the turn. So if you're long here at the moment, if you took a move. It didn't really give us a nice setup across here, but if you are long at this stage, then we can just put that under here for the time being, yeah, and look to exit at close to the 2800 here. You should, if you've been long in here, you can take part profit at the within group 2 here. I mean, I always aim for the 72, in this case the 2772, which will probably carry a bit more weight, and lock that in there for a bit, but yeah, and then take the rest at the 2800 area there. And also the NASDAQ is the same as well here, so looking at 1 and 2 here, and I can adjust that there now, and 5 here. So obviously the 7,000 would be the target area for this, and then wave 4 can pull back to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree in here. You can even put that right up in there now. So yeah, normally we'd probably ride this wave 4 out, but because of the 7,000 here, it will be hit pretty hard, so better to take profit closer to that and then look to buy back in if we can see that we've actually got, in this wave 4 here, we've actually got a corrective pattern occurring in this space here. All right, that's it, I think. Yeah, it's just short and sweet. Alrighty, cheers.